What if I told you the world is already bankrupt, but no one wants to admit it? Right now, governments, corporations, and even you are part of a silent pyramid built on $300 trillion of debt. That's more money than exists on Earth. Every country is borrowing from tomorrow to survive today. But what happens when tomorrow finally arrives? This is the $300 trillion lie, and it's already unraveling. Let's go back to 1971, the day President Richard Nixon ended the gold standard. Before that, every US dollar represented real gold stored in vaults. After that, money became just paper, or worse, pixels on a screen. Countries could now print, borrow, and spend without limits. At first, it seemed like magic. New highways, bigger homes, booming markets, everyone was getting richer. But behind that illusion, debt was multiplying like a virus. In 1980, global debt was $5 trillion. By 2000, it hit $80 trillion. And today, over $300 trillion, that's nearly 4 times the world's GDP. We didn't get richer, we just borrowed more illusion. Imagine a giant credit card for the entire planet. Every time the government prints money, it's like maxing out that card and then asking the bank for a bigger limit. Central banks call it stimulus. Economists call it quantitative easing. But really, it's debt disguised as growth. When governments need more, they sell bonds, basically, IOUs to investors in other countries. Those investors expect interest payments, which are funded by taking on even more debt. It's a loop with no exit. And it's not just governments. Corporations borrow to buy back their own stocks, inflating prices. Consumers borrow for homes, cars, and lifestyles they can't afford. Everyone owes everyone and no one can pay it back. That's how the system keeps moving, until it can't. In 2008, we got a glimpse of what happens when the debt bubble pops. Banks collapsed, markets froze, and trillions vanished overnight. But instead of fixing the system, we bailed it out with even more debt. It's like curing an addiction, with a stronger drug. Now the world owes more than ever, and interest rates are rising again. The cracks are already visible: nations defaulting, currencies collapsing, inflation erasing savings. We are witnessing the slow-motion bankruptcy of an entire planet. Every borrowed dollar steals from the future. Inflation isn't random, it's the hidden tax of this debt addiction. Your paycheck buys less, your savings decay quietly. The rich own assets that inflate the poor pay the price. And when the next crisis comes, governments will again sell it. We have no choice but to print. The $300 trillion lie isn't just about numbers, it's about trust. Because money only works when people believe it has value. What happens when that belief disappears? Maybe that's the real bankruptcy, not of wealth, but of faith. So tell me, what do you think collapses first? The system, or our trust in it?